What's up guys, it's the Motivated Gardener, and on today's video I'd like to show you a young Niwaki deciduous tree in development. On my last video towards the end I described as best I could how beech trees are basically capable of friendship and they can pass nutrients onto each other once the roots are grafted. But a standalone tree is obviously a lot different and does require a lot of commitments from the grower regarding nutrients, regarding microbes, for its foraging needs for the first number of years. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the stem and how I've created the bends on it. I'm going to show you the branches and the way they're spread out, and the young pads are starting to develop on the branches. And then at the end I'm going to cut out a 3-foot ring around the base of the tree to create a mulch bed. So I hope you stick around. Let's go. This is a deciduous Carpinus speculus hornbeam, angled back, sweeping bend in, going up, and then the rest of it then is to bring this part back in and then create that cap, that little crown on the top. So I'm probably at a not a great angle for displaying the tree, but just for the moment, the branches all coming out of these branches here, they all need to be pulled now into a different position. They were just left grow a while, and that's to make them stronger. But what you do then is you cut them back to, say, like what you would with a rose bush. You'd cut back, you prune back to an outward facing bud. So I just go searching for the nearest bud back, and then I prune to just above that. So in order to build up a ramification, you need to prune, and that includes taking back a lot of the long growth, and the tree instantly knows, hold on, there's something wrong here, so I need to send out more buds placed in that position firm. So this branch needs to come down. Firstly, it needs to be tidied up. We'll prune it back. Well, it looks relatively tight, bearing in mind that it will thicken up again next year from the pruning. Okay, next thing is to drop the branch. Now if it's going to split here. Okay, so we will look for a bend here and then towards the end, like this. Bend here. We can fix all that with the pad later on. All this stem here will become a thing of nothing once you have a big wide pad. Don't get too focused and caught up on how the stem looks. Get it as straight as possible. However, it's not life or death, because once the pad comes around and builds up, stem then is just a platform upon which the pad rests. So let's tie this in. Better. Deciduous hornbeam. This needs to be really pruned. Now a gardener will tell you, remove these two lower branches, can't get the lawnmower in around it. Bonsai fella will tell you, leave them for a sacrificial branch, because there's a sap flowing back and forward into the main stem, and that'll thicken the stem. Another fella might say, leave everything and just cut in basically a mulch bed around the base of the tree. I'm going to remove the lower ones anyway, and I'm going to tighten these up, tidy them up, and just pull these down. Pull these ones. Pull that one. Okay, so here we go. When you're pruning, so this, where my hand is the stem, just go up a tiny bit, chip it off. Hard love. So we'll tie this to here, creating that SE bend. We'll pull this one down, and then with the weaker we will start bringing this one back. I don't know if you can see that.